Turn up the jams.
Pump
And we're
up the
live.
jams. Pump it up.
Welcome back to another episode of The Dark Tides of Bilgewater. When last we left our heroes, who wants to give me a quick recap? Because we're about to jump right into the action.
Well, obviously I won't because I can barely remember it. So
Okay, I can do it if you
Do it.
want.
Mhm.
Essentially, right now, this party of merry band of pirates talked to the amazing Mama Zedeko and had some lovely tea off her. The tea was definitely delicious, and we were all very, very happy with it. But she asked us to find 3 things to make the bad guy a little bit easier to fight. We didn't do that. We just straight up waltzed next up to the bad guy, and we're like, yeah, we're going to fuck you up, bro. And we're going to try our very, very hardest to do just that, but probably not. So we'll see how we go.
Good. Yes. Okay. They were able to best his quartermaster, but unfortunately, they sort of blundered their way into a fight with Commander Thedros, the undead pirate captain, without having done the ritual. But that's fine, each to their own. And so I believe we're in initiative already, so we're going to hot start back in. One of the ghosts is floating towards you, Sorn. Comes right up, draws his Spectral Cutlass, and is going to attack you for... Does a 18 hit?
Yep. It indeed does.
All right. You're going to take 14 necrotic damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then the big commander guy pulls he's got this sort of glowing pale blue sword or palish green sword, and he swings it at you, Yama.
Yama's just standing in front of him making a come hither gesture.
Yeah, well, he tries to come hither and it just doesn't work. I assume 11 will not work.
Nope.
Will not hit. Okay. Where's his other? There we go.
He lets out a full belly laugh.
Seeing that, he tries to sort of shove you with his shield, and so we're gonna have a strength contest, I think. I gotta remember.
Oh, bring it
I don't
on.
remember what shove is. So at athletics, strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics, your choice.
I'm gonna go strength athletics. Come on. Oh, yes. 24.
That's pretty fucking good.
Good.
That's way better than what he's got. So he tries to shove you off this treehouse, but
Yeah.
you hold firm. You sort of slide only slightly, and your feet dig in. Now, does Yama wear those like sandals, like those Samurai Jack sandals, or is he barefoot, or what's going on?
He's definitely got those like kind of open toe sandals with, the cool shin thing like attached. Yeah.
Yeah, cool, awesome. So yeah, you were just sort of pushed back, but then they gain purchase, and you're able to sort of maintain that low katana open stance, ready to fight back. But that's the commander's turn. Sorn, you're up next. Then we got Paulie.
So I can't see anything currently. So I'm just going to target the nearest thing to me.
Sure thing. Let me describe. You're on a corpse processing platform, if that makes it better. It is a macabre heaps of bones and blood-stained planks of wood, lending a nauseating feeling to other people, maybe, but maybe not you because you're a bit emo. And in front of you is a thrall pirate, sort of like a undead fleshy one, and then a ghostly one has just come up and struck you. So you have 2 guys directly in front of you here, which you might be able to
like
see.
directly in front of me?
Yes, they're both adjacent to you.
Okay, well, I'm going to change what I was going to do. Can I please Stormlord's Blade one of them.
Sure. Did you want to target the ghost, or did you want to target the zombie?
Which one just did the damage to me?
The ghost.
All right, that guy. Fuck that guy. That is a... Did it roll? Excuse me? Roll?
I don't think it did. If you're rolling in D&D Beyond, just tell me the roll.
I'm trying to roll in D&D Beyond. It won't roll in D&D Beyond either. So that's a great time. So it is a...
Google Dice Roller.
Bruh, this is stupid. Why won't it roll? It's just...
I don't know. How did I lose Katie's... Not Katie. How did I lose Kate's beautiful face?
Oh,
I mean,
no.
Katie, your face is beautiful too, but...
Thank you.
Let me just jump
No,
out and jump in.
that was me.
Oh, I left though already, my bad.
Oh. While Dylan figures out how to do his dice rolling.
It's not letting me do it. I do not know what's going on.
You got physical dice?
Yeah, I do. Gotta find him. My desk's a mess. Okay, so... What is
I mean,
it?
we could roll those dice for you, I guess. We could be helpful team members.
That is a 9 plus 7 is 16 to hit.
16 will hit.
Okay, and then I'm gonna find a D8. What's that one? That's a D10. Bear with me a second. Everything's at mass. Go D8, and that is 6 and 4, 10. 10 damage.
10, what type of damage?
Radiant.
Alrighty. He doesn't love that. He is still definitely standing, and he's not bloodied yet. But you see, as that Stormlord's blade comes out from your hand, it turns a lot of the shadowy ectoplasm he's made of back into mist, which just sort of recollects back in the fog around you. And he lets out sort of a harrowing scream. Wordless scream.
Yeah. That's what
Anything
it
else?
gets. No, I can't do anything else. If I try to move away, I get hurt.
Cool. All right, Paulie.
Okay, Paulie will do what Paulie does best and swoop. I'm gonna move. I can't get back in there, but I'm gonna move next to Yama, on the left hand side. Yep.
Yeah. See if I can move you there. Oh,
Almost. There we go.
too
Perfect.
far. So
and then-
swoopy.
and then I'll just attack with Talon. I'll attack the commander with Talon.
Sure thing.
$25 to hit.
25 will hit.
Yeah, perfect. I will actually. I'll leave it at that. Now that I think about it, no, it's okay. Don't worry, it's okay. Doesn't matter. And then so that's the 23 damage.
Yep. 23. All right.
And then I'll just attack with my dagger as well. 23 to hit.
23 will hit.
Eight damage.
All right. Whoops.
You took it off Yama?
No. I took off way too much health.
Okay. And then I'm going to just move about 10, like 5 feet that way.
Yep, because you've hit him, so you can
Hit
move.
him.
Yeah, sure thing. All right. Anything else?
No, I'm just gonna, give him the finger.
Cool. One of the zombie boys next to you, Sorn, pulls out his cutlass and tries to do nasty things to you with it. Dirty 20 to hit. That's going to be 12 slashing damage. The ghosts that you left in that room, Paulie, aren't stoked to see you leave. In fact, one of them is going to come forward and float along. Seeing Yama there, he sort of drops his spectral pistol, which just fades into nothingness as it falls. And then he draws his Spectral Cutlass, and he's going to attack Yama.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, that's not good. That's definitely not going to hit. The other one...
Yama's just staunching everyone.
What's your armor class?
19.
Yes.
Ooh.
The other one floats in behind him and goes for a similar kind of move.
Definitely no flanking in this game, thanks.
Oh yeah, did we say that we wanted to do flanking? Katie, you said you wanted flanking, right?
You've only brought it up when you have flanking.
That's true. Next season we'll do flanking. All right, everyone, we'll
Start fresh.
hold me to it. 21 to hit. That is a little bit better.
Oh, scrapes through.
That's going to be 14 necrotic damage, please. And then it is your turn. And then we've got Karu.
Alright, sweet. Shit. I don't have my action surge, so I'm just gonna take 2 hits against the BPEG. I'll throw some dice. 14.
14 is not enough. He blocks that with his mighty shield. He also appears to be quite armored, if you remember.
Can I might actually, I'll give it, you said he's quite armored, right? No, I'm just gonna roll again. Have a go, second attack.
Oh no.
Oh god. Alright. I'm just gonna stand there then. Look menacing.
Yeah, well, remember, he couldn't get hits on you either, so there's a lot of, like,
Broken
attacking,
blows.
blocking, knocking blades aside, etc. As you go at it here. Karu.
I think you hear Yama. I think you hear Kara just say, oh, "Yama's a fucking tank," in behind you. And then, as much as I would like to hit something, I believe I'm going to use my action to drink a potion of healing because I am not doing so great. Let me roll
You
that.
fucked up. Oh, nice.
It's pretty good. I'll take that. And then for my bonus action, I'm gonna, with that cutlass that Paula gave me, I'm going to activate a Crimson Right. And I'm going to choose, I think I'm going to choose cold damage because I've been using a lot of fire. So I'll go for the other one. Where is it? Can't find it. Actually, maybe I'll just stay fire because I can't find the other. Yeah, I'll just stick with fire. So couldn't fucking find the thing. So yeah, the cutlass flares up.
Cool.
And that's pretty much it for me.
Sounds good. All right, we get to top of the round. The Deathlight Ghost that's up in Sorn's face. Again, trying to hit him with this cutlass. Slicing into him, causing a bit of a mischief. I assume a 10 does not hit. Very lucky, Sorn. Back to the commander, though. What's he got up his sleeve? Yeah, so his sword begins to sort of glow, crackling with sort of this necrotic energy, or you can see the keenness of that blade swing in at you here, Yama, and Jesus, 15, I assume, is not going to hit.
We're getting lucky here for now. For now.
Yeah.
And well, he's just going to swing again because shoving you off the edge didn't work last time. And a 15 again. Come on, dude. I made you a big bad guy. Please do something useful. Sorn, you're up.
I'm gonna do the same thing again. Gonna use my Stormlord's Blade on the same guy again. Let's see if I can actually roll it from D&D Beyond this time. No, I can't. Great.
Nah,
Okay.
denied.
Good to know. Where did my D20 go?
Couldn't have gotten far.
Yeah. Got it. That is a 17 plus 7. So, yeah, does a 17 plus 7 hit?
Absolutely.
24.
Likely.
These things, these ghosts and zombie pirates are not particularly armored. You think it's definitely the way that they are resistant to most types of damage is what keeps them unalive.
3 and 4, 7 damage
7 damage.
of what do you call it? Radiant.
Radiant.
Yeah. You definitely think
Radiant
that's
damage.
much more effective, and this one is not holding its shape very well.
Hell yeah.
And I'll end my turn there again, because if I can move, I die.
Sure thing. Paulie, you're seeing your friends surrounded, multiple of your friends surrounded, and your new friend, Karu, just chugging a beer, hitting those porn star
hell yeah.
martinis.
Hell yeah. I'm going to move in. Swoopy boy again. Attack the commander with Talon.
Yep.
27 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, 1 second. Oh, bless me. Okay. 1 second. Let me just look at that. 29 damage for that one.
29 damage. Oof.
Yeah, I hit. I
Fuck
hit
him
the good
up.
stuff. I hit the good stuff. And then I'll attack the ghost with my dagger.
Okay, yeah.
I think you got him in a soft bit.
I do, yeah. I'm finding the soft points. 23 to hit.
Yep, that'll absolutely hit.
Fuck this guy in particular. Only 7 damage.
Okay. You think the ghost is also not
Pretty-
phased by your
Yeah,
your
I
nonsense.
thought so. And then, yeah, I'm just going to do what Paulie does best and zoop.
Fair call. Fair dues.
Yep.
Well,
All right, the thrall that's near you, the zombie that's near you, Sorn, again with a more mundane cutlass, gonna try and swipe at you, but no luck. An 8 is not going to cut it, literally or figuratively. Spectral Cutlasses, on the other hand, for Yama, I think is where it's at. 16, not going to do it.
ah,
And the one that's flanking you, they're still ignoring Karu, as Karu hasn't really done anything.
good.
Ooh, 21 to hit. That's good.
That gets it.
That's going to be 12 necrotic damage, please.
Righty.
And it's your turn.
Yama is bloodied. Alright. Serious business. Alright, Yama's just he's like taking hits left and right. He's swinging his sword around, he's dodging, he's moving. He's gonna use his second wind, which is 1d10 plus 6 health.
Yep.
9. Nice.
Is that a bonus action?
It's a nothing action.
Ah, fighters are OP.
Hog.
What the hell?
Yeah, hell yeah. Okay, and then he's going to take 2 swings at the BBEG. Let's have a look. 18?
18 is dead on for hitting this big bad guy.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Hit him with the slashing. Oh, fuck yeah. 12 damage. Swinging again. Come on. What's that? 18 again. Wild. Max. 14.
Hell yeah.
So that's
So yeah,
26 damage.
you're sort of hitting him with the sword, you're slicing through, you cut into him, and it sort of opens up sort of the armor that's being held together by, what appears to be ghosts and mists within. And he lets out a cry, sort of a roar of a scream, and he's going to use his legendary action to unleash harrowing mist.
Shit!
What is that? I don't like it.
Now,
I want a legendary action.
Everything you do is a legendary action, Yama.
Oh, you guys. You just see Yama
oh
blush.
wait, centered on himself. No, centered on his toe. Okay, cool. All right. This creature. I need each of you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh god.
Oh, all of our
That's
con
Karu.
has been puffed.
Yama and Paulie.
Oh!
Shit.
Mm.
I might actually buff my rolls, so that's going to be a 15.
Okay, a 15 will succeed.
Oh, Paulie.
I'm certain a 4 doesn't.
A 4 does not. No. So anyone who failed takes 19 necrotic damage.
Jesus. Can I uncanny dodge this somehow?
No, it's not an attack.
Okay.
What was the fail?
14 is the check that was required.
Cool. I did not fail.
Cool. So if you succeed, you take half.
Okay, no, actually, no, not yet. Not yet. Almost bloodied.
Cool. Sorry, that was his
what
action.
Was the full damage?
19.
Cool.
19 was the
Okay,
full.
so half. Cool.
And you can round down on that. So, sorry, Yama, that interrupted your turn because it was a legendary action, but you may finish your turn if you like.
Let me just suss whether I have any bonus actions I can do. No, apparently the second win is a bonus action, so I'm out.
All right. Karu, looking mighty strong.
Sure. Well, he wants to get to the big bad, but there's a ghost that keeps hacking at Yama, and he's not too happy about that. So I'm going to take a slash with the new cutlass at this ghosty boy here.
Sure thing.
And the Crimson Ride is activated on it. So it's a fiery cutlass.
Hells
I
yeah.
don't think it hits, so
9 is close, but not close enough, I'm afraid.
all right, frustrated, he turns it in his hand and does a backhanded swing.
You got to remember this Bilgewater Cutlass 25 will hit. As you swing it, it's like leaving trails of sort of golden flecks and sparks in its wake, or like golden shimmer. That's probably what threw you off, honestly.
Yeah, first time seeing it happen, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's 10 slashing damage, but my Crimson Ride is activated, so let me just...
Now, does that factor in the +1 from the sword and your +2 from dueling?
Oh, no, that slashing damage. I think it factors in the sword, but not the +2 for dueling. So add 2 to that. And then add... My god, D&D Beyond, stop it. 2 fire damage.
Okay. This thing doesn't love that, but it is still standing, and its ghostly form turns to look at you.
Excellent. That's my turn.
Cool. No bonus actions or anything like that further?
Nothing that I can really... No, not really.
Okay. All right. Stop me if you've heard this before, but a Spectral Cutlass is going to try and swing at Sorn. 18 to hit. That is a 9 necrotic damage, Molfrere.
I'm down.
Oh no!
It's all right. The prediction is for half the team or more to go down. So... all right, with that done, the ghost turns its attention to the living members of the party. We get back to Commander Ledros's turn, and he's going to try and hack into Yama with his sword. And that's not working, so what he's going to try and do after that is ram his shield to sort of into you, not to push you off, but you can feel it sort of turn cold and it sort of starts sucking the life out of you.
Ooh. Is that a con save?
No, it's he critically failed because he doesn't like me.
Oh. Does he freeze his own arm off?
I wish. I think he tries to push the shield forward, but the amount of like slices you've made with the magical katana, it's not holding its shape, and you can see like little motes of souls flying out of the shield, each one with a small like. All right, Dylan, are you able to make? You're not in Foundry yet, are you?
I can't get into Foundry at all.
All good. I'm going to roll you a death saving throw.
Yep. You can. Anyone else is able to, if they want a private roll to get someone else to do it, that's fine as well.
I've rolled one for now, and I will keep track of those. So yeah, no one can see what the death saves are, but for everyone playing at home, if you fail 3, your character dies. Let's see how that goes. Paulie.
Okay, shit. Shit. Does it look like that zombie's going to attack Sorn again?
The ghost has turned away. I think the thralls are attacking the living.
Right, okay. Okay, alright, well then I'll probably can just continue beating on the commander.
Sure.
Are you beating off a commander?
Hell yeah.
Just hearing what you want to hear, DB.
Yeah, buddy. Alright, well I'm down, so I'm just going to continue to clean a little bit quietly.
Ooh, 15 to hit.
15 will not hit, I'm afraid.
Yeah, damn. Okay, then I will attack with my dagger. Yeah, still on commander.
What, baby?
Oh, fuck me.
Oh no.
11's not going to cut it. Literally, with the dagger, it cuts through nothing. This well-armored boy is unfazed by your antics.
I'm gonna move back about that far, expecting to be hit by the ghost.
Yes, this ghost is going to make an attack of opportunity against you.
Mm-hmm.
A nice squishy bird that you are. Oh my god, a 7 is not going to cut it.
No.
All right. The pirate thrall, having laid low your friend, is going to come move for Karu. Shambling along with his cutlass.
Yeah, prediction might be right at this point. Fuck, because I'm almost dead too.
Oh, God, come on.
14 to hit?
Nope.
No. The ghosts in the tree, not the ghost in the shell, although it is the shell of a tree, is going to attack Yama.
Mm-hmm.
Spectral Cutlass.
Come on, miss.
Oh, again with a 7. I'm not even being nice to you guys, honestly. Like, it's right there for everyone to see. I think maybe D-Bart's, in breaking his foundry, has fucked mine over so that I can't roll above a 7. This one's better,
I didn't
though.
break my foundry, I just switched computers.
24 to hit.
Yep, that gets through.
That's going to be 14 necrotic damage.
Yama is not looking good either.
And it's Yama's turn.
Alright, shit. So, quick perception check on the team.
Wait, is the commander bloodied?
Yes.
Oh!
The rest of the team, I mean, you've got one person unconscious.
Yeah.
And I think all of you are effectively bloodied.
I'm as close as you can get, yes.
I'm going to, because Paulie had his turn before me, I'm going to kind of see what I can do for... Oh, no. Oh, shit. Alright, no, I kind of have to because it's going to be useless. So this is a bonus action sanctuary on Paulie. Any attack towards him, there must be a wisdom saving throw, and on a fail, they have to choose a new target or lose the attack.
Mm-hmm.
So he's safe until you make an aggressive move, basically.
I'd say that you can use it on yourself. I'd use it on yourself, but that's okay. All good.
I don't think I can.
Or use it on Karu.
You can. You'd want to
Ah.
do it after your attacks if you were going to
Yeah.
do that, right? So, because if you
Alright.
attack afterwards, it breaks it.
All right. Cool. I will do that then. That's a great idea because you're not really going to get too attacked, right? You're always rolling away. All right. That's at the big BBEG 23 to hit.
23 will hit.
Yeah. Max damage 14.
Fuck yeah.
14 is
Nice.
good.
Second attack. Oh, natural 20.
Nice.
Yes. All right. So what do? Do I roll my dice twice or do I double?
I might
Roll your
do it
dice
for
twice.
Twice.
Or yeah, if you click roll damage, it sometimes will say advantage or not. Crit or not.
Oh, so I got 14 and 11, so 25 damage.
Damage.
Hey, Kate. How do you want to do this?
It's just Yama. Oh my god.
Amazing. So Yama is legit like bleeding from all these cuts from his badass sword as well. And he's just taking hits from everybody around him. He's totally surrounded. He sees all his enemies down on the floor. And he just takes one big massive like strike and slashes across his chest. I'm sure all these
Fuck
souls come like
yes.
flooding out.
Yeah, there's definitely sort of a Witch King kind of moment where the armor and helmet, as souls start escaping from it, it's almost like there's not enough pressure to keep the armor inflated. And it starts imploding inwards as if from a vacuum, and sort of like a crushed soda can pulls in on itself.
Yes.
You hear sort of the no as he shrieks, and you hear the sounds of what sounds like splintering and shattering wood, and the edges of his form are sort of fading to smoke. The harsh edges of his armor turning to mist as they sort of collide in with themselves. And he says, I have been broken once. I will not be broken again. She will bring me back. You will soon taste my undying wrath. You have not seen the last of Thedros. And his form sort of collapses in on itself, the vanishes into the mist. His blade, still there, clanks to the floor on the tree. And you hear sort of the creaking and cracking of wood below you as the tree starts sort of twisting and rotting and starting to fall apart.
Oh shit, we gotta go.
Yeah, shit. All right.
That was fucking awesome, by the way.
I love that it happened on a crit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right, well, I'm not gonna bother casting that spell then. Yama's
Are the
got no
ghosts still
moves
there
left.
too?
Oh no! So yeah, as he screams and collapses, all the other ghosts sort of start fading to mist.
Yes.
Awesome.
But the sort of cracks start running along
Alright.
the tree branches, and we're going to.
Yeah, sorry.
I was going to say we're going to get into a skills challenge.
Alright.
Yes, cool.
Okay, cool. I just want to immediately get over to Sorn.
All right,
Yes,
well, that might be the
absolutely.
first skill. So, for those of you who haven't done skills challenges with me before, essentially, we're going to go through same initiative order as before. So, it's going to be Paulie, Yama, Karu, Sorn, or I guess Sorn first, actually. We'll see. His might be a little bit different because he's bleeding out.
Could
So
I
you've
use
got
the movement in my turn to like leap towards Son?
Sure. Well, in the skills challenge,
Yeah,
it's going to be
as
a
you-
narrative, the narrative way of getting your allies and all your things and getting off this tree, and onto the hopefully safe ground.
Cool.
And the rules are: you've got to use a skill, you've got to describe what you want to do, and then tell me what skill that you want to use for that. And it has to kind of make sense. You can't use the same skill that someone else just used, and you can't use the same skill twice.
Okay.
And I'm going to say that you have to accrue a number. You have to essentially accrue. Let's say there's 4 of you. Let's say 10 successes.
Shit.
Yeah, wild.
And it's going to be I'll just take the DC. It's going to be a DC 14.
Oh my god.
And
Dang,
every time
going
you
for that
fail,
prediction.
so this, just to set the expectations here, failing this skill challenge does not kill you, but it does mean maybe you'll get out of here with less stuff, or severely injured going into whatever we do next. For every failure, essentially, I will take something away from you, be that your will to live, or
Your leg.
or parts of rewards in the future.
Will to live.
Yeah. All right. So we've got Sorn, Paulie, Yama, and Karu. Sorn, you're up first. You are bleeding out. You are technically unconscious, or you're maybe semi-conscious at this point. What are you doing? As you're probably in a position where you can barely lift your head upright, but you have some consciousness about you, I will say, for the purpose of this narrative.
I am, for all intents and purposes, I want to use a medicine check. I'm trying to stabilize myself in enough of a way till someone else can get to me to help me get up.
Perfect. So you're like, no, Guts, stay in.
Yeah, just like, ah!
Just grabbing as much blood as you can off the platform and just pushing it back in.
Yeah, just in. That's not mine. In.
Perfect. Please give me the roll.
And that is a 14.
That's dead on. We
Bang
like that.
on.
That's a success.
Hell yeah.
S ranks
Yeah,
all
thank
round.
you. Thank you, regular dice.
Paulie, what are you doing? You mentioned you were flying over.
Yeah,
to
I'm gonna yell to Yama and say, grab his sword, because it fell on the ground, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
So
Right
I'm
in
just
front
grab
of
the
me.
sword, and then as I yell that, one of the branches that I'm probably like flying past, I'm going to leap onto it, bend it backwards, and then do a flip to get me to Sorn faster in like a really cool way. It's somewhat acrobatic, you could say.
Love it. Yeah, so do you yell gum pistol or something while you do this? Like,
Pretty
I know
much,
this
yeah,
is
let's go.
exactly. I've watched like 4 episodes of One Piece now. I know this. I know that he does these things.
Okay, 14.
14
Oh,
again.
thank
more
God I have a
success.
plus 11. Thank God I have a
Jesus.
plus 11.
Yeah, thanks. And you feel like you, with the extra strength from the tea that you imbibed earlier, you were able to get at it and fling yourself across to Sorn, and yeah, you swoop him up, and with that extra momentum, sort of are able to. You do that commando thing where you've got him over your shoulder in the fireman's carry. He's like semi-conscious. He's holding his bits in. He's trying to administer a bandage while you're dragging him away.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, Yama.
Yama is absolutely gonna pick up that weapon if that's allowed in this situation.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Cool.
You were able to grab that the sword of Commander Thedros.
Yep.
And what else do you do?
I'm really looking for like the quickest way down as the tree's kind of warping itself. I'm assuming a lot of the stairs and ladders that we've used previously are not going to be as great.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, the stairs and ladders are starting to. It's almost like the wood is quickly decaying and going petrified, and so even the slightest weight is starting to sort of crack this old wood.
I'd love to use like an insight check to basically help my teammates with how they're going to retreat. Like I'm kind of calling the shots as I'm like picking out spots in the tree, and I'm like, this way is going to be easiest. You guys go that way. We're going to head down here, and we'll meet here, basically.
Yeah, cool. So you see them going one way, and you're like, whoa, don't do that. Come this way. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think that's great. So you're anticipating where they're going to be.
Yes.
And
Oh,
going
that's
with
a dope roll.
That's a beautiful roll. Cool. All right, that is definitely a success. So yeah, you're able to coordinate the team pick up on where they want to go, where what they're feeling, and are able to kind of direct them down into the lower levels.
Cool, and I'm going to start moving that way.
Cool. Yeah. So you're all making your way down. Getting down into the other levels of the tree house. What else? And then it's Karu's turn.
Oh, yeah, before we go, could I investigate the big bad to see if there's anything else on him other than the sword?
Sure.
I'd say his room would have something.
Yeah, like, where's his room? I don't think I'd have time to do that.
Well, look, if you want to make it part of this, absolutely. If you think you can roll well, I'll let it be part of the skill challenge. So whilst everyone's running around, going, we need to get out of here, you look over to, and I'll move your token slightly. There is sort of a room. So yeah, you absolutely can see
I was going to straight up loot it the second Sorn was up. So yeah, don't worry.
So that's part of your story. Yama's directing people like, okay, Paulie, you've got Sorn, go over here. Oh, don't step on this bit. But you see what appears to be sort of a captain's cabin in the treehouse. It is also falling apart. So obviously your investigation is, make your investigation roll. You're trying to be quick, trying to find something of use whilst you're in here.
Cool. See how I go with that. Oh, what the hell? Oh yeah, that went through.
Oh no!
I trip over as I enter into the room and I see nothing.
You don't see the step in front of you.
Yeah.
You walk in and you kind of you trip over, and as you do, sort of bits and pieces start collapsing around you, and you take a quick look. You notice some oil paintings and maybe even a writing desk that looks interesting, and as you do, like you feel the whole room shake and start to fall, and it falls with you to the lower level, and you land with a crash on the level below.
Oh, I yell up, hey, I found a really effective way to get down.
What are we going to punish you with, Karu? Well, I'll just write for now you've got one failure. And then we'll work it out at the end, depending on how many you guys get.
I should put myself in that room.
Sure.
Oh, cool.
Back to the top of the round. Sorn, you're being carried by Paulie. You're feeling slightly better, having administered a bit of medicine to yourself. You may have even, injected yourself with some adrenaline, some drow adrenaline to keep you awake and keep you functioning. And Paulie, with his thin little bird bones, is attempting to get you to safety. What do you do?
I am going to try to any small obstacles in the way of us trying to get to safety. I want to make an Arcana check to just innately use Mage Hand to just move shit out of the way. Where's my die gone?
Yeah, so as bits of tree and debris are falling down, blocking your path, you're mage handing them out of the way, firebolting when needing to, eldritch blasting when needing to. Absolutely, give me that Arcana.
I did drop my die. What did it give me?
You also lost your camera, but I'm not sure if that was on purpose.
16.
16
plus 3.
16
19.
is an excellent success. All right, 4 successes, 1 failure so far. As Paulie, you're bringing Sorn to safety. You can't fly, or you're struggling to fly, obviously with that extra weight. But he's able to knock pieces of debris out of the way as you guys are making your way down the tree. What do you do?
I like to think that one of these pieces of debris, though, they do hit him, and his eyes start to fade a little bit, and I'm like, no, Sorn, don't die on me. Who am I going to annoy? And I want to try and persuade him to stay with me.
Very good, love it.
Nice.
Yes, 20, dirty 20.
Hell's yeah. So yeah, Sorn, sort of, you start feeling very, very tired after a bump on the head, and Paulie starts yelling at you to stay awake.
Flashing a light in his eyes.
That's right.
That might kill me.
Yeah, so you're not sure if the splitting headache that you now have is from Paulie's talking to you or because of a log that hit you in the head. Could go either way. How do you respond to Paulie, by the way?
I reach up, put my hand on his shoulder, and say, "Please shut up."
Perfect. All right, Yama. So you've probably all made your way down at least one level of this treehouse so far. Ikaru a lot swifter than everyone else. What are you doing?
I guess I'm seeing what's happening over with the two boys who are kind of fighting each other, but on the same team. But Yama's a little bit concerned about their cooperation. I might use my athletic skill to kind of navigate the tree, hinging off my previous skill to kind of get to them real quick.
Sure.
I've got a healing potion in my pocket that I might whip out and administer if I can.
Yeah, you can. I'll let you do that as part of this.
Okay.
But
We'll see how good the roll is.
Give me the
then.
athletics check.
Shit, 10.
10. I'm gonna say you drop the potion and it tumbles and you hear it shatter on the ground below. That'll be the failure. That's sorted. As you're trying to get down, you're trying to help Paulie, with your strength, trying to help Paulie half carry Sorn. But in doing so, you're also trying to carry the blade. You're trying to get a potion
blade,
out.
yep.
Perhaps you're just doing a little bit too much, and as you get the potion out, it slips, and you hear it crash into the ground below.
Sad.
Yeah. Sorry, Karu.
So I can see like everybody coming down to the next level that I swiftly made my way to, and I think could I do an acrobatics to sort of like swing branch to branch down to the next level from where I'm at?
I've done acrobatics.
No, you can do acrobatics if you can't do a skill that someone just before you did. So,
okay, cool.
And you can't do one that you've
Sorry.
done before.
Yep.
Yeah. Or else we'd run out of skills very quickly.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't really have a lot that I'm good at. And the things that I'm good at, I'm not particularly good at. So yeah, I will attempt to from swing down branch to branch to get down to the next level.
Sounds great.
I'm waiting for someone to do performance.
Oh, that's better. Great, cool.
Really good. So describe that to me, how you're getting down. What kind of appendages are you using?
Yeah, he's definitely got the squid. The tentacles are kind of helping him, and he's kind of doing like a gorilla swing, but going down. And maybe there's a little bit of a flip because he feels really confident in himself.
That's right. Yeah, he feels stoked about everything that went down.
He's already forgotten about the whole face planting and a whole level dropping beneath him. He's already forgotten about that.
Yeah, perfect. As we get back up to the top of the round with Sorn, you're sort of brought down to sort of ground level. There's still sort of swirling spirits, but none of them are sort of an immediate threat. Bits of the tree are still kind of falling, and you can hear below what sounds like the creaking and cracking of wood. A very familiar sound to anyone who's spent time on a vessel that is taking massive damage. And what do you do?
I'm going to. So, did you say we are on the lower section, or are we down on the ground now?
Wherever you want to be, really. It's wherever will be most narratively helpful for whatever you want to do. The idea is that you're getting to safety. You're getting far enough away from the tree, right?
All right. I'm gonna. While Paulie is carrying me down the tree, I'm gonna go limp, and I want to make a deception check.
Okay. Are you attempting? What are you attempting to deceive him with?
To look dead.
Okay.
It's a 22.
Yeah. So that is definitely a success. So Paulie, you're yelling at Sorn, and he responded before with like "shut the fuck up," and now he's not responding at all. No matter how annoying you get, you've even tried the wet willy trick.
I've done it. I've done like a dirty parrot, right? I've just put some cloaca right under his mustache,
Yeah, and he doesn't respond
No
at
response.
all. He doesn't seem to be breathing.
Yeah.
There's no outrage in your brain from the not telekinesis, the telepathy that he typically uses. And I guess that kind of motivates you to go faster.
Thinking that, I'm like, fuck, okay, no, what's wrong? I want
Drop
to...
him.
No, I want to perceive... I want to see if Mama Zideko's shack is okay, and maybe if she is there, because she could also help out with Sorn, and also to see if she's okay.
Sure.
So I want to do perception.
Love it.
Oh, thank God, 22.
22, so that puts you at 8 successes. You guys are doing very well.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you look over at Mama Zedeko, and she's got her hut, which was on like a bough of the tree. But as that bough breaks, and the cradle will fall, and Mama Zedeko went falling, baby and all, it actually grows legs, and it grows chicken legs. These 4 chicken legs sprout out from each corner of the hut, and it kind of lands in a bit of a squat.
Okay, great.
And you find that's as that's happening, or maybe as you see the chicken legs growing, you're able to kind of jump up either out of the way or onto the decking to help with your fall, with the limp body of Sorn over your shoulder.
Perfect. And I'll plop him down on the deck. If we're on the ground floor now, I'll plop him down on the deck.
Sure. All right.
Just out the front, basically just throw him into the door of Mama Zedeko.
Yeah. All right. So 8 successes. You just need 2 more to pass. You've had 2 failures so far. Yama.
I was foiled, but I was also planning on using perception. I think I'm gonna go with using my instincts for the nature that I've kind of lived very close to the earth for a very long time, being a drifter for a bit. I'm going to use the limbs and the boughs of the tree to kind of move towards my friends. So are you happy with me using nature?
Absolutely. Love it.
Cool. Please be good. Oh, yes.
Very good.
Natty 20s for you.
Yeah, natty 20s all day. I love that because that's nature +1.
Yeah, I took a big risk.
Yeah, absolutely. So you find the bits of the tree that from your time spent in sort of elvish communities and communing with nature, and you went on a tea retreat one time.
Very herbal.
There's the kitty.
Yeah,
Showcat. I saw Showcat in Discord in Twitch. So there you go.
Yeah. So unimpressed. Just a
big
very
cat reveal.
Yeah, you're able to, knowing the way and like knowing how trees, when they do fall of old age, how they come down, you're able to kind of sidestep the worst parts. You don't get tripped up by any roots as you and your compatriots kind of make their way to a safe distance. All right, 9 out of 10. Karu, don't mess it up.
I might just.
Pressure.
I might just. Because I'm not really sure what to do. The only thing I can think. So, Mama's house is like essentially sprouted legs and is like on the move, pretty much.
Yeah, it's walking slowly. It seems to be sort of mystically sidestepping any problems that seem to come its way. And it is, now on that sort of ground level, which, if you remember, was kind of above the cove itself.
Yeah, I might potentially do a persuasion check to persuade Mama to give us a ride out of here.
Sure. Yeah, sounds great.
Yeah, you say that sounds great, but my modifier is not good on this.
Yeah.
Yes!
It was a -1. I was like,
awesome.
Risk.
Fuck yes! That's awesome.
That's the biggest risk.
What do you say? What do you say to what do you say that's worth a natty 20 to Mama Zedeko?
Oh God, use my imagination now. I feel like I feel like Kaoru just like pops in, like hand on the doorbell, and he's like, "Mama, I know you love us. Give us a ride," and like gives her like a little cheeky grin.
And she sort of smiles at you, which is her only expression, because if you remember, her face is a skull, and so all you see is sort of a big grin, a big teethy grin. And she says, "Of course, child. Come in. Get out of the weather. It's raining. It's raining trees and dogs out there." And so the four of you bust in, and she says, "Oh, I see you didn't need Mama's ritual after all."
Paulie will just say to that though, is like, I mean, look, we should have used the ritual. We just kind of went for it.
Yep. Yep, sorry, Mama. Probably could have used your help there, to be honest.
She said, "Well, Mama does like to say I told you so, and and that's almost as good. And I see you brimming with tea. Your bellies are full. Your heart's full. None of you. Well, I mean, that your drow friend ain't looking too good, but everyone else is looking fine. None of you are zombies, you can."
Yes, big thanks for your tea, Mama. It actually saved our asses quite handedly up there.
I'm gonna kick Sawn's corpse.
Well, I'm out of health potions.
Is he still playing dead?
So...
Yeah, there's still no reaction.
Oh, motherfucker.
I think you should start rolling death saves if you're not breathing.
I should just start stabbing. Does he dodge out of the way of the stabs?
Yeah.
If you kick him,
senses the knife.
If you kick him, I think it's an automatic critical, right? Because he's incapacitated.
Yes, he's helpless. He's helpless.
I thought I stabilized myself. That was my first move.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't.
I have no intention to harm. It's like a kick, one of those, when you're just kicking something, it's like, ugh.
But if he's prone, like sneak attack with advantage.
I mean, we can roll for it. Here, 1 second. With advantage.
You go to like prod at Sawn with your foot, and his hand just goes. Huh!
I don't think it's 9 hits anyway.
Catches the boot feebly. Or I guess not the boot, the talon.
Oh no, 17. Does a 17 hit?
It should.
Yeah, it hits.
That's awesome. Perfect. Thank you. 2 damage.
All right, Sawn's actually dead now.
Sawn wakes up long enough to grab your foot in his hand, but then you slice open his hand and just his entire guts spill back out again.
And then Yama casts Spare the Dying, so you're fine. He's used to this shit. He knew it was coming.
Hey, Sawn was helping the whole way down. Sawn was being nice. Paulie was being mean.
I was persuading you to stay alive.
Deceptively died.
Looking a little bit better is, if you remember Herman Buckshot.
How is he?
You brought here. He's on the mend. He's looking less like he's less in shell shocked at the moment.
Is he still covered in poultry?
He is covered. He's standing now, but he still has a hen on his head. And
how's Shortshanks too?
Shortshanks is sitting in the cauldron, his sort of like zombie form sitting in the cauldron, and he seems to be a lot more sedate now, no longer trying to, eat pieces off of you. Yeah.
Yep.
I guess Sawn will get up now.
He's alive!
Oh my god!
Up and be like, I think he does a nice morning stretch.
And Paulie kicks him again.
That was a good sleep.
No.
As Paulie tries to kick, he's going to mage hand and just like block the kick with force.
Yeah, fair.
He's like, thanks. I really needed that sleep.
Good job, guys. That was amazing.
Yeah, Mama, where are you headed? Actually,
we make a good team.
We do make a great team. Well-rounded group.
Sawn's also just going to say, so what the fuck happened? What have we done
Yama
we were
did
there
like
before, now we're here. What's
yeah,
going?
Yama did some real cool shit, and just like cut the bad guy in half. It was pretty sick.
All the way
Oh
through his
yeah,
armor.
let's see that
Dope.
sword.
Oh yes. Can I check the sword? Investigation or something?
Or you don't need to do an investigation specifically. Like you can tell
Okay.
it's a big sword.
Yes. But isn't it shiny?
It is shiny. Let me pull up the.
I've still got my dope artwork up.
That's cool. I like that. Let me describe.
I'm so excited. Big sword. Yama is like kind of frothing over the sword. He's very much into the whole martial weapon thing.
The jagged shards of this blade are bound together by a sickly green energy. It actually looks like maybe it was a great sword that's almost like been cut, like you're almost been like the edge has been shattered off, like the point has been shattered off. So it's almost like it's become a long sword, if that makes sense. So it is a long sword. You definitely think with its sharpness, it is a +1. So it is a magic blade. It requires attunement, and it does have an ability that will awaken if you attune to it. It is versatile, so you can use it with one hand or two, but it is a long sword, which is a martial melee weapon.
Amazing.
It's basically made for you.
Yeah, it sounds pretty dope, to be honest.
agree? Do we all agree that it's just Yama's?
Does anyone need a sword, a weapon?
And I mean, that cutlass looks great on you too there, Kari.
Yeah, I do like a good cutlass. I'm not gonna lie.
Someone will just be like, someone will just summon his blade into his hand and be like, I don't need no weapon, and just dismiss it.
And then I'm just going to talk to Talon, be like, "Don't worry, you're still my 1B. Don't worry, I'm just going to kiss the hilt."
And someone's just like, what the fuck is wrong with that guy? You take another hit to the head.
Just going to continue. Just going to continue, like talking sweet nothings into Talon's hilt.
And someone like just Yama encourages here, like, we're trying to limit the knocks to the head to this guy, like.
Like, he nods along and he's starting the process of brewing some tea, but he's listening to Sorn and actually like taking it 100% at face value because he doesn't understand sarcasm or any kind of deception.
None of this is sarcasm. It's absolutely true. It's very, very serious.
This one's trying to make sure that Polly's already he gets fucked up a lot. Like we gotta.
I get hurt a lot, yeah.
You're also not very wise.
These hollow bird bones.
It really does sound like you guys have been through some shit before I got here. I really hope that I can kind of stop this cycle of death and rebirth.
I also just want to say real quick, Dan, would it be fair to say that I am on 1 hit point?
Yes, I think that's fair.
Okay, cool. I'm going to give myself a hit point.
And you have no failed death saves.
Hell yeah!
Oh, hey, look at that. You were going to make it.
The hell was that? Google just yelled at me.
So actually, I'll look out the door.
Mm.
I'll look out the door and see how the tree's going.
Yeah, so
which direction?
The bulk of the tree just looks. It's mostly sort of the big branches and the wood platforms and stuff, which seem to have fallen. Part of the tree still is, parts of the the old shipwrecks and stuff like that made up parts of this base are still fine. And your keen piratey ears, Orly, hear what sounds like a ship, or sounds like water bubbling, wood breaking below you, and the depressing but sometimes thrilling sounds of a ship being sunk.
Would it be fair to say that we had 5 encounters before the big bad and then the big bad? Would it be fair to say that the big bad was counted for a couple of encounters?
Yeah, I think you're all pretty definitely out of
fucked up.
Yeah. I'll tell you right now, there doesn't seem to be any other threats left on this island.
Okay.
I would like to try and scavenge through the fallen remains, maybe and preferably where the captain's quarters was.
Sure.
Mm.
and then just see if we find anything good, or like like a treasure chest or something like that before anyone else comes for it.
Okay, give me a.
Dawn will just smash a quick health potion as well.
Give me a investigation check, Paulie, as you kind of sift through the wreckage.
I think Yama is just gonna assist his captain as well, so I can give you some. Oh, do I do advantage or something?
He just gets advantage thanks to your assistance.
Okay. Cool.
17, or I'll roll it again just in case. Might be a 20. Who knows? No, 17's the highest.
All right.
All right. In the remains, some things are busted and broken, and we'll attribute that to Karu's terrible skill check. But there are some the remains of a silk duvet and silk pillow covers. There are a couple of oil paintings. There were 3 of them, but 2 of them have smashed. They're sort of depicting woodland scenery. One of them seems to depict like a volcano on an island. You think these are probably worth something. There's an antique.
Only one of them's survived, right?
Yeah, only one of them's sellable, really.
Right. How much do you reckon it's worth? Oh, I guess we'll find out, won't we?
You reckon, or your keen eye reckons it's worth 250 gold.
Okay.
You see what looks like an antique wardrobe. It survived the fall, but it is seemingly locked. And what'd you get? A 17. Let's roll. Okay. Yeah, you're able to, with a bit of time, pop the wardrobe open, and inside is a velvet waistcoat.
Ooh. Is it Ara Cochrane sized?
It can be. It's you see in there a fine collection of clothes fit for a noble or a captain, or or maybe even an admiral. That kind, and one of them is this sort of velvet waistcoat that would go under your jacket. You think it looks so good that it would give you a +1 to charisma and a +1 to persuasion when worn.
Ooh, does it need attunement?
No, it's just like a nice. It's just not. It's not magical. It's just you think you would.
It just looks that good.
You would have an air of authority about you wearing that.
Right.
Yeah.
Do any of you guys want this sexy velvet waistcoat? Because I really want it.
No, I don't think I could pull it off. I think it's yours.
Hell yes. I will put it on. I'll put it on under my coat.
Now, does that hit you with a break point in charisma or not? Is it just kind of like you're really just gonna... So
I just wanted to wear it, I'll be really honest.
Yeah. True.
The Sorn was like in the background, like, never mind.
Do you use persuasion much?
I use charisma as my main stat.
Then take it.
Yeah, take it.
Then absolutely
It looks
take
cool on Paulie though.
No. Then take it. If charisma is your main stat, fucking take it.
I think Son suits them. What was it, velvet?
Sorn's
Velvet
already
waistcoat.
wearing a velvet waistcoat. He'll give Paulie the other one. Actually, it's not Ara Cochrane sized. He'll be like, just wear Paulie, I'll get you something cool. Alright,
Yeah,
velvet
that's
waistcoat.
totally fair. I give it to main stat, mate. Take it. I don't give a fuck. Yeah.
I'll get you something cool.
I already got +8
Alright, yes.
persuasion, +2 in charisma.
Yeah, so you get a +1 to charisma, which will put you up to a 19, Sorn. And then obviously +1 to persuasion as well. And it's a completely mundane item, so it doesn't, it just looks real nice. It's got sort of that gold brocade going, and like I'll let you decide what color velvet it is.
It's a very, very dark. Yeah, we'll go with like it's a dark brown velvet with the gold over it. Is that an item in D&D Beyond or?
No, it's just You just have to make a custom item of velvet waistcoat.
Okay.
I'll create it as a homebrew item later, but
Okay, I'm just gonna add I'll just update I'll add modifiers.
sure.
For now. With that.
You also find, Paula, you also find a small box containing a sort of a small silver ring. You think would be it's sort of it's quite thin. It's not quite like the big chunky rings that perhaps you would typically wear, but it is a nice looking ring. And you see a stack of letters, sort of with brown twine, like stacked together, tied together.
Hey,
In this box.
I'll put on the ring.
Cool. You think the ring's probably worth about 200 gold, as it's sort of quite fine and intricate in the detailing.
I'll
yeah.
I'll wear that as bail money.
Yeah, perfect.
So just in case I get locked up, I can use it as bail money.
That's right. What finger does he wear it on? Because obviously every finger means a different thing with rings.
Yes, he'll wear it on his right ring finger.
Yeah, perfect. Good. I don't know what that means, but I love it.
Like that one.
That's the bail money finger, traditionally.
So this one, left means you're married. This one means you're married to the game.
Is that why I wear it on this finger all the time? Hell yeah!
Yeah, this one's till death do us part. This one's till death row.
Yeah, buddy.
Cool. That's pretty much everything you find in there. There was a fancy writing desk. Most of the papers are all ruined. They've been sort of covered in, a broken inkwell has sort of smashed everything. But you do see, you see one that has a little note in there. Let's see.
Cat's getting head scratches.
Roll 1d10 for me, please.
1d10. Second, I'll just roll in Foundry. 2.
2. There's a note from one pirate to another, saying that instead of keeping the treasure in the vault, we should bury it and make a map like decent pirates.
Oh, what? Okay, so there's a buried treasure here. Or it's in the vault. All right, so there's a vault, guys. We need to go find this vault.
Any idea where the vault is?
Maybe that underground spot?
Yes, over the other side of the tree.
Vault. Yes. Let us go down there, please. Hell yes, treasure.
I will follow you, Captain.
Yeah, I'm right behind you too.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, you make your way down. None of the mechanisms are working anymore, and when you get your way down to the docks themselves, let me drag you all down there in case you want to see it.
Yes, please.
Because we never went down here, so obviously I still just want to show it off.
Absolutely.
Ooh, do it.
Oh yeah, it looks cool.
Obviously the boat is not there anymore.
Yeah, the boat looks cool though.
Hey, by the way. Oh, it's not working. God damn it.
We were all waiting for it.
Yeah.
I can move. Oh, wait.
Huzzah!
What the fuck? I can't move. What?
So this obviously is some sort of cargo area. There's sort of big cranes and stuff that would typically be used to bring stuff off a ship, loaded into an elevator that goes up to that storage room, which you found before. And there's also, other little passageways around here, which you're free to explore. I'm just going to delete all the ghosts. And if you run into a ghost, assume it's not there.
Okay.
Dan, you have thwarted me.
What? Because I put you in a box.
Yeah, you put me inside an invisible wall. I can't go anywhere.
Try now.
No,
That's so good.
There you go.
Oh, what's
Very
down
good.
here? This is
The
so
door.
fun. They're just like pissed off.
I'll pause. Yeah, so here there's a storage cave that smells dry. Is sort of dry, a little bit dank. There's sort of assorted cargo crates and things like that. In fact, though, give me perception checks.
Yes.
You're probably
Something
smart to
I'm
pause us before
good
then,
at.
Dan, because I was definitely going to open that door.
Oh shit. 10.
Dirty 20 for my perception.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, I only got a 10.
Yep,
Okay.
13.
that ain't.
And who's at the back there? Looks like Karu. So as you walked past through the cargo area, a swarm of rats attempts to nip at your heels. It sort of scurries out and around you, but you're able to avoid and evade them, and then easily blow them up, or sort of cut them down. They
No, I like whack at them with the tentacles.
yeah, and you dispatch them. That's fine. Karu, you recognize this area. This is where you were held originally by the pirates that brought you here, before they all started turning undead.
I think I point that out. Like, this is where me and my crew were kept until they started turning us.
Well, maybe there's some of your crew left. Should we open the door?
Sure. I doubt they're still alive though.
You never know. We have to believe in the heart of the zombies. We know, like we already have zombie crew anyway. We can just have more. Then I'll just open that door.
Sure.
Or I'll try it. If it's locked, I'll pick it.
Yeah, hit the door for me. All right. Inside, you're sort of affronted with a horrible smell, mostly excrement. These are unwashed sort of prison cells.
Yep.
Inside, in the east cell is a rotting corpse.
Oh god.
And then in the west and south rooms, there are sort of emaciated-looking pirates.
I'll yell to Karu to come in.
Karu struggles to do so because
Sentry.
he has a very that, and he has a very sensitive nose. So he's a bit overwhelmed by the smell.
You recognize one of them, Karu, and he sort of is eyeing each of you off, Paulie and Yama, as you come in, and he's kind of like up against the wall, looking warily at each of you. But Karu, as soon as you walk in, he says, "Oh, thank the gods below, you're alive.
Which there you go.
You recognize him as one of the crew members aboard your ship."
What was his name?
Excellent question. Let me pull up my namer here. His name is Eel.
Heel.
Eel.
Yeah, I think Karu goes up to the bars and is like, "Oh, didn't think anyone else was still alive. Good to see you are."
Neither did I. By the strength of the Emperor, let get us out of here. We can maybe find a ship. We need to get home. We must report this to the Divine Council.
And let's just work on getting out of here first. And he he attempts to open the door.
It is locked.
We'll unlock it.
All right.
By
Yep.
Cool. All right. So Paulie pulls out. You pull out your
My
thieves'
thieves'
tools.
tools. Do you want me to roll for it?
No. Oh yeah. Just to see like if you're an embarrassment to your new friends. So that'd be like a dexterity check with proficiency. So I think you could do the equivalent would be a stealth or a acrobatics for you, I think, right?
15.
It takes a while. These are actually quite good locks.
Yeah, okay.
So you set to work, and there's a bit of a like, oh, of course. Just 1 second. Just, no, yeah, almost got it. And another.
I think
past.
Karu is just making conversation with or he's just like distracting the eel, because he kind of wants he wants to show that like the new friends he found are actually pretty cool. So when Paulie starts going like, oh shit, like it's just like, so eel, how long have you been in this sitch? Because a lot of us were up in the deck getting like dragged away. How'd you end up here?
I got brought down here. The pirates who took our ship or who sank our ship were trying to get information about the Divine Council and the Western Isles. They were trying to probe us for weaknesses. I of course told them nothing.
The whole time while you guys are talking, I'm like, Paul's just like, fucking little cunt, you fucking, like just swearing and cursing to himself.
Yeah, it's not working as a distraction because the whole time we're talking, you're cutting in and out, just
Getting louder.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
I jam my fingers at one point. I'm like, ow! Like sucking my thumb.
Yeah. You know that thing where you're having a conversation, clearly trying to continue to have a conversation while something really loud happens next to you. So you always like pause when a loud thing happens. You just kind of like, anyway. So just like that keeps happening every time. Just
Look, it's never happened. It's never happened to Paulie, but it's happened around Paulie. If that makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. It's like, this is familiar. Yeah. I think Kara's like, oh, really? They were asking questions. I think they were asking us those kinds of questions, but okay, sure. I'm assuming you didn't tell them anything, and that's why you're still around.
Of course not, and I would never tell pirates secrets of the divine. By Pele's volcanic ash, I of course stayed loyal to the Emperor and would do to death, as you would too. I sure. Why did they free you though?
Didn't. Don't worry about that.
Have you thrown in with the pirates that took us?
Wait, who's this divine cancel you're speaking of?
That's not really important.
Okay. Back to pickpocketing.
Yeah. Yeah, how's that lock coming?
Yeah, it's fucking coming.
I think you eventually get it open. And
the other one too. I'll do
sure,
the other one as well. Do you want me to roll for that one?
No. I think we've embarrassed you enough.
Who's this other person?
He doesn't look so great. And he kind of eyes you warily and says, you're not one of his crew. Did the pirate lord send you?
Yep. The pirate lord sent us. I'll say it really loudly so the other guy can hear.
Yep. Do you want to give me a deception check, please, Timmy?
$15.
He's like, once you get the lock open, he says, we have to get out of here. The Dread Reaver may return at any time. This is his cove.
Yeah, how'd you get stuck in here?
We have to, well, I was undercover for one of the pirate lords. She had a hunch. Sarah Fortune.
Ooh.
Okay, you said the exact right name I wanted to hear. I was definitely going to turn you into Gangplank, but now you're going to help me.
His eyes go wide. His eyes go super wide, and he says, "Yes, the Dread Reaver. He's alive. We have to warn her. She's."
Oh no, she knows. She so knows.
She
don't know.
she suspected and sent me here to ingratiate myself with their crew.
Look, you're now part of our crew, but you're going to take me to meet Misfortune. All right?
Okay, yeah, anything. Just we have to get out of here before they return.
And then I'm going to point my sword at the other guy and go, he's part of our crew, right?
Well, you're pointing it at who? Sorry.
The other prisoner.
The one that Karu knows, or I'm confused.
That's the one that Karu knows. So essentially, I'm like, so that way it's all within the family.
Oh,
There's
okay,
no
right. You're saying like,
here.
he's part of our crew. Yeah. Cool. He looks from you to Karu and is like, okay. Fine. Yes. Fine. Whatever. Like, we should get out of here. We don't belong in these seas. We have to go west.
We're definitely going west. That's definitely happening. We need to meet up with Misfortune first because we got to go to look after Kingston, our good old ghost buddy. But first, we need to find this vault. So you guys can go up if you want to, but we need to find some gold.
Okay. Did you bring a ship? Where should we wait?
Yeah. We're all good. Okay, and then I guess I'll just tell them where to wait.
Sure. Okay. Cool. All right. Eol kind of sticks close with you though, Karu, as you're the only sort of friendly-ish face that he knows.
Yeah, I will say though that Karu doesn't look particularly pleased. He's just kind of like, oh, this guy.
He's just like super. He's like that super religious friend that you like him, but oh god.
Yeah. Karu's just like, oh god, of all the people. I mean, actually, any of them off my crew. Like he's just nah.
Yeah, and then he has some weird mannerisms, like as you're walking around, he is sort of standing behind or like letting you lead the way, but he's very much like he lets you walk into rooms first, kind of thing, right? And then follows you, and then quickly follows you, and is sticking very close to you.
Yeah, Karu fucking hates it. He tries to every now and again when they go to like a room, and Eol tries to do that thing of like sticking behind him. Every now and again, Karu just like tries to trick him so that he goes into the room first. Like he's just like, and are you just anytime you make eye contact with Karu, he's just got that look of this fucking guy.
And he's probably like whispering to you as well, like because he's staying so close. He's whispering.
Yeah, and Karu's doing that. Yeah, right, yeah.
He's like,
oh yeah,
Can
totally.
we trust?
Yeah.
Can we trust these outsiders? And then the barriers must have fallen if things are coming from the shadow. If these undead creatures coming from the Shadow Isles, but that can't be right. Karu, we have to get back. We have to tell the council. We have to tell the Divine Council. We have to warn them that something may be wrong with the Emperor.
I'm hearing a lot of we, but maybe you should take the initiative, Eel, because you seem really concerned with this.
You'll get me out of here.
I mean, sure. If you can, but it's not all just us. It's not all just us helping you. Like,
we're the only ones left, Karu.
Well, that just goes to show how fucking weak that crew was. We weren't exactly very effective. Case in point, they're all fucking gone, and you're left for I don't even know what reason, dude.
You were supposed
Does Paulie
hear? Weapon.
Does Paulie hear the sass? This sass coming out of Karu?
Oh, Karu is being loud, so Eel is probably.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like fist bump you, like as we're like searching around, Yeah, weak as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems shy about that for sure. As you're exploring around, you walk into an area, Paulie, that looks a bit like an armory. Bunch of cutlasses, bookcases, dartboard, smith's tools, etc., etc. And there's an iron door to the north.
Are there any fancy looking daggers around this armory? Just because I just want to check.
Nothing particularly fancy, unfortunately. Everything here looks particularly mundane in terms of there's knives and stuff, but there's nothing like these.
Maybe
these are like glorified.
Oh wait,
kitchen
no,
knives.
that's right. This is Gangplank's actual base. Yeah, okay, we can't really go stealing too much. I was like, I was gonna say we should clean this out. Let's have it in the ship, but okay, we'll leave it. I'll go to the door though. Fuck yeah.
Sure.
Is it iron door? You said.
Yes, an iron.
Is it very vault-like?
It is very vault-like.
Ooh.
It does look very vault-like, yes.
Ooh.
Can I please check this vault-like door for traps?
Sure. Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Can we see
It's not great.
Gangplank's
6.
Seems trap-free to you.
Perfect. So I started picking.
So you started picking. All right, give me a lockpick check while I then answer Kate's question.
Oh, can we see Gangplank's ship still in the harbour, like off?
Yeah, give me a
The
perception
coast.
check.
Because I'm absolutely trying to clock where he is, because he would have seen the ship disappear,
Oh,
right?
natty 20.
Nice.
Shit, mine shit.
Very good. So you're so whilst Paulie makes his way to the vault door, Yama, you kind of look out through the cove and into the area beyond. The mist has fully cleared. You can definitely see the horizon now. It's sort of an afternoon though, and the sun perhaps is starting to fade. You see a ship, but you can't quite tell from this angle if that's yours or Gangplank's. Because if you remember, you guys rode out here on a launch.
Yes. All right, I'm just going to kind of staying at the door, keeping my eyes really peeled. I'm just going to kind of rush my captain because I'm like, hey, Gangplank might be on his way over here. You're kind of looting the boss right now. That
Yeah,
man
give me
is...
1 second.
Alright.
Look, it's finders keepers. They already stole this stuff.
All right, move quickly, my captain.
So how do you want to describe to me a natty 20? Is this a
straight up.
Fonzie? Is it a...
Straight up, because she's like rushed. She said we better get in a rush. I'm like, don't worry about it, and I will Fonzie it. I'll punch the lock in there, and then just hit that with my elbow as I lean up against it, and then just click up.
and you're not sure whether they had just left it almost opened and it was one tick off opened, or whether you just happen to have the Midas touch. But the door, the vault door, lazily swings open after you hear it. Cool, and there's a bit of a stale smell, thick sort of dust, dry dust everywhere, and you see sort of wine rack, what appears to be a sarcophagus, marble statues, sea chests, bottles of rum, rugs, chests, scrolls, bags of sugar, and other sort of things. But how long are you spending in this room?
Or how long do you reckon we should spend, guys?
Well, Yama is definitely rushing you.
I reckon we could loot a lot in about 15 minutes.
Can I do an investigation to see what could be the most sort of worthwhile things to loot?
Yep.
Like prioritize things.
Sure.
Yeah,
Give
great.
me an investigation. Dylan, did you say something?
So we could definitely take a little while in here. Let's see why not.
Nah, Gangplank's on his way.
Fuck Gangplank.
That is a dangerous thing to say.
Yeah,
Dylan.
his retinue's way better and more experienced than ours.
Yeah, I'm not gonna agree with you on that one.
Also, isn't Sorn still got 1 hit point? He's
Yes.
I popped
swaying
I
on
healed.
his feet.
Probably just
I healed.
groggy saying it.
I've got
Actually,
13 hit points.
does someone, what's probably the best thing we could do? Does someone want to play lookout? You know what I mean? You always need someone who's the lookout. when you're doing a heist? Who wants to be the lookout while we loot this shit? So we
Yeah,
can.
Yama's
Yeah.
already taken the spot.
Yeah, Yama's
yeah?
already worked that out.
Yeah. I'm already watching for Gangplank, and I'm standing near the door.
Oh, yeah, just hang out the door so you can see out the cove, and then we'll start looting. If you see that
Exactly.
their ship coming close, we'll stop.
Let's just say, Dan, my head's on a swivel, and I'm looking for any movement because you've told us. Well, we've noticed all the ghosts are gone, so anything that moves, Yama's watching it.
Okay, excellent. With his excellent 8 perception check previously.
He thinks he's doing great.
He thinks he's doing great. Maybe he's like a little too head on a swivel,
Yeah.
right? It's sort of like not really focusing on one.
Oh, look, I'd still say we only loot for like 15 minutes and get back to the ship anyway.
With the 17 investigation, Karu, are you looking? So tell me what you're looking. Are you looking for something in particular, or were you just trying to value what's in this room?
I guess I'm kind of looking for things that maybe are magical, like because magic things are kind of always inherently more powerful, or anything that just looks like valuable, like in a
More
wealthy kind of way,
shiny.
like shiny magic, I
Yeah.
guess.
Okay, so the main things that stand out to you is the gold sarcophagus, but it is
Can't really lift that.
no, but it is definitely very shiny. Similarly, a marble statue of a beautiful woman, also probably looks very unwieldy, but also looks very nice. A sea chest you see looks quite valuable. Typically those kind of things store valuables. Are you mentioned looking for magical things. I mean, you look at the pile of scrolls.
Yeah.
They appear to be magic scrolls.
I grab them.
Okay.
I kind of grab them after sort of seeing Sorn maybe have a few issues with that book he's got, and I'm like, maybe these will actually cast the right thing, and I just shove them in my bag. I don't like look too hard at them. I just grab them.
Sure. Anything else? Also, I mean, other stuff. You see a smaller chest. Persian rug, piles of scrolls. I said that. Bags of sugar. You think are not necessarily worth their weight in gold, but sugar is relatively valuable.
I'm definitely cracking open some of those chests.
The big one or the small one? The sea chest or the small chest?
Karu points to the sea chest. He's like, maybe that one?
Done.
All right, give me a lockpicking check as the minutes start ticking.
17.
You're able to, after a couple of minutes, pop the sea chest. Inside, at a glance, you're looking at it's filled with silver. More silver than you can count, in the thousands, silver pieces.
All right. Let's
also, nestled in as you sort of move, there are 2 diamonds and a small gold crown.
All right, I'm going to move straight away. I'm going to say it's for Yama and Karu to take one side of that chest each and start. And I'll start picking this small chest as well.
Okay.
Oh.
So you call Yama back in, away from lookout.
As this is happening, Sorn wants to point out the 2 diamonds and be like, I might grab those out of there just in case and throw them in my small pouch.
24.
You pop the Sorn, you grab the 2 diamonds. They're definitely the kinds of diamonds you're thinking of that could be used as material components. And you're all sort of in the vault. Yama, Karu, I assume are you following this command? You sort of lifted the chest.
Yeah, start going. Start moving.
Yeah, we're going to start moving towards our ship.
Yeah.
Do I need to make a strength save as well?
I just did it to see if I could lift it by myself, which obviously I can't. I need your help.
Yeah. No, I think it's probably well, if you want to give me an athletics check, Yama, with advantage, because you are getting help from Karu here. I just want to see how quickly you move.
16.
Pretty good. Yeah, so
Double tens, goddamn.
you're definitely not. So it's that kind of thing where Karu, I don't think strength is great, right?
No.
No. So he's helping, but not heaps. Like it's like when you move furniture with a friend, and like you've got the low end, so you've got a lot of that weight. But they're kind of still helping. They're helping you get around corners, and they're walking backwards at least. So
I can use my full strength.
yeah, exactly. And you start walking that chest to the launch, like one of the little rowboats that you came into the cove on, which is still from memory sort of dangling out on the beach area.
I think it was off to the
outside.
right.
Yeah, because you used a
So we're gonna
rope
have to
or you
walk the whole. Yeah.
thunder stepped up there.
So we're gonna have to walk the long way back around the boat.
Paulie, you find in the small chest, it has 20 pistol balls in it, but these are crafted almost like seemingly machine crafted. In game terms, they are +2 ammunition.
Oh, hell yeah.
So for these 20 shots, you would have a +2 to attack and damage.
Is that an item that I can add?
Yeah, just +2 ammunition, I think, should cover it. At least I think it's also attack. It's definitely damage. Cool. But that is still quite heavy. 20 lead balls, essentially.
So that was in that there too? Yeah, okay, cool.
That's in the small chest.
I'll grab that. And then, are there any cool fancy weapons in there? Actually, you know what? Fuck it, I'll open the sarcophagus.
All right.
Motherfucker.
Oh my god.
Oh
I can
god,
run.
where
I can
go?
run fast. It's okay.
Not with all those damn lead balls you can't, and Sawn's not gonna help you. He's got noodle arms.
Hey, Son's stronger than he looks.
I don't know.
You open it up. It is empty. Whatever was inside it is currently not here. On the inside of the lid, you see scratched Caden was here. No, I'm just kidding.
Hell yeah.
But it's like was WUZ clearly. And then like in
Boys,
tinier
good
writing
on
down
board.
at the foot of the sarcophagus inside, it says like and loam.
So good.
But no, there's nothing inside. I think there's probably a tense moment where like the music builds and there's like dun it, and then there's nothing there.
There's like a puff of dust.
Yeah. What other things in here? So yeah, wine rack, marble statue, gold sarcophagus, sea chest, bottle of rum, fine Persian rug, small chest, pile of scrolls, bags of sugar, and some letters and things like that. You see, but they've all been grabbed. There's scrolls and any paper. I think
Letters?
anything that was
All,
super
paper,
light.
all the paper's been grabbed? Okay.
I'll say that, yeah.
I'll grab the bottle of rum and go.
Okay. All right. This is a bottle of fine rum. That
With like the small chest in one arm and then the bottle of rum in the other. Just like...
Cool. Yeah, you come out. Sawn, where are you during all of this?
Well, this is going on after I've grabbed the 2 diamonds and like put them in my pouch. I am just keeping an eye around the room to see if there are any sort of weaponry of any kind that looks interesting.
Okay.
Can't see the I can't see the +2 ammunition thing, by the way. I'll have a look.
Okay. Sawn, give me an. So you're looking for something interesting, and by interesting we think magical, right? So,
Yes.
give me an Arcana check, please.
Arcana. That is a 14.
You. No, you don't see anything magic. Like you don't find any magical weaponry or anything like that.
Or any cool jewelry. Even mundane jewelry.
I mean, the chest that had the diamonds in it, there was a crown. There was a gold crown in there.
It's a bit gaudy.
You do find, especially because you're drawn to such things, there is a bookcase.
Oh, yeah.
Mostly the books you see in there about smithing, sailing, greenhouse maintenance, maritime fiction. One stands out, though. It is an erotic novel starring a sailor named Guybrush.
Actually, do I see a copy of? Where's my notes?
Oh yeah, isn't there like a particular porno?
Yeah, I'm looking for a certain book.
Was it
Where's it
Playgob? Was it Playgob magazine certain issue of Playgob?
Nah,
or something?
no.
No.
Paulie wanted to
First
collect
mates,
gobbies
mates
weekly.
first.
What was it? Sorry,
First-
Jill.
First mates first. Is there a copy of that on this bookshelf?
That was the erotic novel about.
That Paulie just threw into the ocean.
Yeah, I'll say that yes, there is a copy of that book. I think so. This is definitely the kind of place that would have that book.
All right, I'll put that one away.
Put it away before I see it, 'cause otherwise I'll throw it in the
Exactly.
ocean again.
Oh, that's right, because Paulie reckons that's a terrible way to be a first mate. And
Absolutely correct.
I need to give it back to the bookshop so I don't accrue a charge. That's good. Are there any other kind of books that look like not smut?
it's mostly smut, you know.
Okay.
Even the How to Sailing guide has some smut in it. If
That's
it's a
right.
pirate book, it's got some smut.
Smithing,
Yeah.
like the
Only way you
smithing
can
book
keep
is
their
all
attention.
about hammer and tongs and then handcuffs. Like it's just got this really large handcuff section. The sailing one is all about knot tying, like just 3 chapters on knot tying, in a fun way.
Is it shibari for sailors?
That's
Yes.
right. Yeah,
Using the soft rope.
that's right.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
make
no,
sure
no,
your
only
mast.
course
Make
rope.
sure your
Only
mast
course rope.
stays firm. Make sure tie this knot to keep your mast firm.
Someone's like flipping through this book. It says use soft rope.
Yeah.
He's like that makes no sense for a ship. That would not work. And then it clicks, and he's like, puts it
Yeah.
back. Yeah, okay. Like dusts his hands off and just looks around and just like something that jumps out. It can be the most mundane thing in the world. He's just gonna pick it up and be like, yeah, this will do. It could be like a paperweight.
Sure. Whatever you tell me. What are you grabbing? I mean, I've read out the specific things that I know are here, but you tell me what else.
Like a cool.
Oh, there's a ship in a bottle. How about that? You get a
Yes.
you get
Done.
a ship in a bottle. Fascinating. You're looking for something intriguing, and did they use the shrink spell to get it in there? Who knows? How does it even work? And you grab that ship in a bottle.
Is it labeled?
No.
All right. Someone's gonna find a name for his new ship, and he's gonna walk out and like. Actually, he's not gonna do anything. He's gonna just put it away because if he shows Paulie, it's gonna get broken, and he's gonna be upset.
Absolutely.
But
He's not wrong.
In someone's mind now, someone's like, "I'm a captain too. I have my own ship."
Cool. All right. So you make your way to the launches. You get on the in the rowboats. You deposit the chest in there, and all. How many of there are you now? 4, 5, 6. 6 of you.
Mm-hmm.
Load up in the rowboat just as sort of a bigger ship comes in.
Yeah.
The Dreadway.
Try hide the shit. By the way.
Yeah.
What are you doing? How are you hiding it?
I'll take off my coat, and I'll just put like the chests underneath the coat. It's a big coat.
Yeah, Yama will do the same.
as well. We're all just throwing our clothes
Same,
down.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's sweaty work rowing, guys.
Yeah. And Yama will just like stand in front of it. Well, I guess we're on the little ship. He'll just use his size more to kind of sit right in the way.
Saun is still wearing the velvet fucking waistcoat though. He's going to look fantastic.
Yes, and he does look great. So this is the ship that arrives and parks and parks itself just outside the cove.
Amazing.
And
I'll go up there.
yeah, leaning over, you recognize this ship, Karu.
Oh God.
This is the ship that
Yep.
sunk yours.
Oh,
I will.
With one leg over the edge, you all see this gentleman.
Perfect. I'll yell out, "Ho there!"
Um,
And then I'll whisper to the guys, "Just keep going back to the ship. I'll be back in a bit," and I'll fly up.
okay.
yeah.
Give me. Oh, sorry. Go.
I was gonna say before Paulie goes, Kara's like that guy that's the guy that sunk my ship.
Oh no, I know. Yeah, no, he's bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got it. I believe in you.
Before you go, give me a. So you're hiding this thing.
We're all being deceptive.
Yeah, a deception check, or I'll potentially even accept a stealth check here.
Ooh, I can make a stealth check.
Actually, if we're using your coat, Dylan, doesn't your coat do fancy things?
No, my coat doesn't, but my cape does. So I get a stealth check with advantage, and can I guidance myself?
I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Can I just storm
Should we all roll? Or we'll just leave it. We'll just leave it to D-Bats.
Just for D-Bats, I think. It's his cloak.
Are you kidding me?
Fours.
Oh
Are you
my
fucking
god!
serious?
Double
fuck?
fours.
I got double tens. You get double fours. That's uncomfortable.
I think I might still have a way that I can fix this. I can redeem this. Favored by the gods. It's not a saving throw. I do have. Wait. Yes! I can use a magical guidance because I have a sorcery point.
Well, I've rolled Gangplank's perception, so it's got to beat his perception.
Okay.
That'd be good, DB.
Let's go. Are you kidding?
And
Did you get a 4?
Got a 5.
I got a 5.
Oh, ew.
It's an 8.
So you've got an 8 plus 3?
Nothing.
11.
Oh, sorry, 9 plus 3.
It was 12.
Do you want to see what Gangplank's perception is?
Yes.
No, we're fucked.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, I want to see it. I want
Yeah.
to see it. I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see it.
I want to see too.
It's going to hurt me otherwise. Oh my god!
Fuck yes.
I need to vape because I'm so excited about that.
That's fucking awesome.
So as you're hiding it, and let's say you're favored by the gods, so you draw into your divine bloodline, and does that evolve in a come on Talos, or is it more like a come on Sorn, like you can do this?
Yeah. Yeah, this is Sorn's relying on himself. He has not relied on Talos now for at least a week.
Yeah. And then with the crack of thunder, a big part of the tree above cracks off and starts falling down and smashing down into the mountain above. And so Gangplank's attention is up there.
Yeah,
right? And you're not sure, like it's just coincidental enough that you're not sure if that was divine providence or whether you brought that into being, right?
Sorn will just do a little a chest bump himself and then a peace sign. Yeah.
Kiss the fingers to the sky, just like we got you.
Going up into the sunset, one hand up, head down.
So Gangplank is not paying attention to you in the slightest. That's
amazing.
You all row.
That's amazing.
Away.
All right, I'll still fly up there though. I'll still do that.
He's standing looking up at what is left of his base though, and when you fly up and land, Paulie, he says, "What have you done? What have you done to my cove?"
Nothing we could control. Basically, the second Thedros dropped, the whole plankings and stuff started to fall apart. Seemed like the corruption sunk into the wood and rotted it. You will see that when you get there. That yeah, there's no way we could, command that much necrosis.
But I sent you here to get things under control, to take out this ghost problem so that I could have my cove back. I'm only getting half a cove here, parrot boy.
Look,
Ooh.
we also found Shortshanks, and he's with Mama Zedeko now, so he is fine. So that little extra thing you asked me to do for you, also done. And look, that's the beauty of these kind of things at a permanent base. You can just rebuild. Mate, I couldn't help it. We did solve your ghost problem, and how that happened afterwards, you have to understand. Look, there was dark magic afoot. We're lucky that there's anything left.
Give me a persuasion check here, to try and, you're trying to lighten the mood.
Okay.
Leaving
Are you fucking serious? Oh, it's okay. I thought that was a 1 for a second.
Yeah, it looked like it was about to be one. So that's a 15. That's a 15.
Oh my
You
god,
feel
that hurt me.
the clank of his metal hand on your shoulder.
Yeah.
And he pulls you in close and says, this is not, you've done a good job, but it's not, your method could use a little bit of honing.
Look, mate, we're still learning. We're a fresh run crew. Eventually we will refine our ways, but for now, this is the best I could do. And the job's done. Cove's yours again.
I'm gonna be needing a new group of pirate lords once I take over Skullport.
Do go on. Seriously, he's twirling his feathers.
Trying to play it cool.
Yeah, but not playing it cool at all. He's definitely falling for this.
The pirates there think the assassination attempt was successful. But when I gather loyal, self-indulgent inclined pirates with a similar kind of code, we're going to retake Skullport. We will hold the Moonshay Isles, and all that sweet plunder coming out of the Western Ocean will come through us. I'm gonna need a quick-witted pirate lord who can get things done on my side. What say you?
I agree. I am great. No. Look, I'm not great enough yet, and I would love to take up your offer, but the crew and I, we're still so young. If your offer is available in a year's time, then maybe it's something that I could say yes to, but I do not want to disappoint you, and I would rather become the man that I believe I can be, and then let my crew take us to those heights before I say yes to it being any lord.
You could go far under my, and forgive the language, wing.
All he does is go.
I don't intend to be a mere captain. We could be our own fleet, an admiralty of pirates, a league of lords, no one to answer to, no crown to bow to.
Could you say a League of Legends? Sorry. Sorry, I had to. I had to.
Fair enough. He says, but you're still a bit wet behind the ears. Your crew is a bit unseasoned, and from your work here today, I see that.
Dan, you froze for a second there, mate.
Oh. Am I back?
Yeah, you are. You were saying something like, yeah.
Yeah, so your crew is still a bit unseasoned. Your methods are unconventional. as he kind of looks around, looking at the destruction that has been wrought upon his cove. He says, well, I would keep it to yourselves then, and I would hold you and your crew to keep the secret of keep my life a secret for now, until we move on Skullport, as the element of surprise will be our biggest ally.
Okay, I'll make sure that my crew doesn't say anything. Now, the reward. And then just like smile, like big, like, not even tooth, like, no teeth, but, just a big, like, beaky grin.
Yeah. He says, absolutely. There's this and more out west. And I think that if you're headed out that way, there'll be plenty to plunder. And he has one of his crew roll out a big barrel with sort of it's got sort of red lines around its base and so on. Pop it open, and it's just full of powder.
Isn't it 3?
Is he giving you 3 barrels?
Wasn't it 3? Yeah. No, I could be wrong though.
I thought it was just 1 barrel.
One's enough. That's fine. But if it's a big fuck off barrel, doesn't matter anyway. Yeah.
And you only have like pistols to load with it, like.
Yeah, good point. Good. No cannons yet. No cannons yet. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you. Can I borrow a rowboat? Because my guys have just buggered off.
He says, don't you have wings?
I can't carry the barrel and fly and get that over there.
True.
See, that'll cost you, Paulie.
How much?
He kind of looks at you and says, if you have to ask, you can't afford it.
You can't afford it? All right, look, I will try. Yeah.
But I think, like, the crew kind of laughs at that. And then after a few minutes of awkward silence, he kind of nods, and 2 of his crew, set down a longboat, loaded up for you.
Perfect.
And go.
Perfect. I'll shake Gangplank's hand and go, I will think on what you said, and I will keep your life and your re-life as a mystery.
Good. And he and then he sort of pulls you close, a little too close, and says, because if word gets out, I know who told them. And then he kind of lightly shoves you back so that you fall back and land in the longboat.
Perfect.
And he looks down at you as it gets lowered down into the water.
Yeah, perfect. I'm not going to say anything else. I'm just going to give him a wave as we go further on, and then say nothing to his crew. As I want it to be like a silent boat ride. Paulie is thinking.
Yeah, cool. You get back to your crewmates. They've stowed everything, I think, by the time you arrive, and you are able to get back and set out. What say you, Captain? Which way are you headed?
Have the crew members for Gangplank left?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Let's have a team meeting in the captain's quarters.
Mm-hmm.
Yama will bring the tea.
Perfect. I will sit in my chair, and because I don't want misfortunes or Sarah Fortune's woman to be able to hear this.
Yeah, I think this is you've brought in just the you 4, right? Yeah. Maybe what's her face? Fieri's kind of like nearby, but not in the room.
I'm gonna tell them everything that Gangplank said to me first off, and then the offer that I declined, and then get their thoughts on it.
Would you work for this man, Captain? He seems not aligned with your values.
No, not at all. But we do literally have the only other than us here, we have the one person who will tell the pirate lords that he's alive. So we have a very big choice to make here. Where we also are the only ones that know that she's alive.
You mean Sarah Fortune?
Sarah Fortune's crewmate who was undercover.
Yeah, so everyone knows Sarah Fortune's alive, but yeah, you're the only ones that know her undercover agent
is still alive. There with him. Yeah.
Or he came with you. They all boarded your launch, I think, right?
That's correct. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, that's correct.
He probably put a hood up or something. I mean,
yeah.
Sorn was just covering everyone with cloaks at that point.
Sorn was just standing there looking magnificent.
Stealth.
Yeah, taking all 4 of his clokes off for this one.
I imagine Sorn was instead of rowing, was on the prow, one leg up, just like looking out into the distance.
His cloak just billows so much from the wind.
That's right.
So yeah, I don't know what to do, and I won't make this decision by myself.
Sorn will just pipe up like, so what? We either give up the big fucker over there that we don't really like, who's a bit of a dick.
But he's a very powerful enemy.
Yeah. Or we give up this dick that we just met.
But then we have strong allies with the pirate lords.
Yeah. I think we wait. But also,
the thing is, though, too, if we wait, then we have the issue that we could have helped them prevent it.
Yes, I think now is the time to move before this Captain Gangplank is the head of the captains, the dreadlords, whatever.
I think
we're not ready. And I'm not ready to be a pirate lord.
I think we need to tell.
You got to fill out like all these new tax forms. It's like
that's it.
I think we need to tell Misfortune of what's happening, but we also have to do it in a way that nothing gets revealed straight away, and we have to be covert about this. We have to stress that to her, I think.
Is she in Skullport?
Yes, we'll have to go back there.
Hmm.
I mean, I did want to go back there anyway and see her. Before this news came up, because we do owe a debt to Kingston, who he gave us this ship, and it was his ship, and then he gave it to us, and he asked for one thing. It was to go to Skullport and see one of his relatives, which is Sarah Fortune.
While this is happening, Sorn's just going to say, whatever you guys decide, I'm cool with it. And then I'm assuming that all of the booty has been put into the same section as the rest of our belongings for the ship.
Sure. Sorry, go, Katie.
I was gonna say, I think if Sorn goes to leave, Karu gives him all those scrolls that he picked up, because he pocketed all of them. He's like, you seem more of a magic person than me. Maybe these could be a bit better than that book you've been trying to use.
Possibly, we shall see. He says thank you and just tucks away.
Actually, no, now that I think about it, we also robbed him, and there's only one pirate group who could have robbed him. So maybe we really should turn him in.
Yeah, I think we turned him in. I think we definitely turned him in. I think that's the plan. I forgot that we robbed him.
Your path to Pirate Lord is just closed.
No, we could do it a different way.
Yeah.
Well, then that door has closed.
I feel like if we are to tell Misfortune that he is alive and indeed coming for her, we could be rewarded handsomely.
Agreed.
There is the issue of Skullport being under attack.
It was under attack by this mist.
Yeah, we just killed the captain of the mist.
Yeah, we saved it.
Then the path is clear.
We are the heroes of Skullport as well. Oh my god, we are the best. Sorn's just stoked. Sorn's gonna go over to his quarters, being the accountant of the ship.
You mean like the little shoe cabin, cabin?
No, it's been
like a closet.
It's bigger on the inside once you close the door. Okay.
It's like Fry's apartment.
Yeah, it's Bender's apartment. But yeah, Sorn's just gonna he's gonna drag the chest over. He's just going to start counting through everything and adding it to the ship's ledger.
What do you guys reckon? What should we do?
I mean, I don't feel like I've got much of an opinion here. I'm kind of just tagging along with the strongest people I've encountered recently. Pretty much all I'm doing.
Yama, how do you feel about it?
I think Yama is just moving slowly, sagely pouring out 4 cups of tea that have now brewed. And I think the path is clear, Captain. We have no friend in the captain that we have just left behind. We have robbed the man. The pathway is open towards Sarah Fortune. You already owe this debt that draws us back that way. I think it is clear.
You're right.
So what?
All right, let's bring in
Thanks.
let's bring in her friend, like her crewmate.
Yep.
Time to question her.
Paulie will hear in his mind as well as this is happening, just like, I don't think we reveal anything to our crewmate. We just say we need an introduction.
Well, see, this is the thing though too. I mean, we can get something out of this,
Yeah, that
Yeah,
person
that's
will
what I
have
did.
information, right?
No, but we do not reveal our information to this guy, because
Oh, yeah.
that's one
Well,
other
but he-
person that knows them.
He knows the gangplank's alive. That's the critical information, really.
This is true.
All right, so Sorn, the 3 scrolls that you have had now a chance just to look at and read through. It is a scroll of Scorching Ray.
Give me 1 second. I'm just opening my notes. Okay. Scroll of Scorching Ray.
Scroll of Locate Object.
1 second. Back 1 second.
That one's useful. Yep.
And Ray of Enfeeblement.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay. And then as for our little chest, there was a golden crown.
Yeah.
2 diamonds.
The diamonds have already been marked off. They're in my inventory already. And silver.
Oh yes, silver.
$1 trillion.
4,000 silver.
Oh, that's basically $1 trillion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fair bit of silver.
it's
And was there anything else in there?
That's it.
Okay. Well, so Sorn's going to take the crown out, set it on the shelf, then drag the chest over. And actually, no, our other chest was invisible, was it not?
Yes,
He's gonna.
that's in the captain's quarters.
I thought it was in the.
Captain's quarters.
Yeah. All right. Well, this other chest is gonna go with the other the chest that is in the fucking Sorn's quarters. Just put it over there and close it.
Cool.
4,000 silver coins.
Hell yeah.
Yama is going to draw out the sword and just sit cross-legged and kind of meditate on it.
Mm-hmm.
Stare at it, touch it a little.
Are you attuning with it, or are you?
If I have a couple of slots to attune, right?
Yeah.
That's how it
You have
works.
3.
Then
You can have up
yes,
to 3 items attuned to you. Yeah.
Then I will.
Okay.
Got some space.
As you sit down to meditate with it, you do feel sort of the it's definitely not the peaceful nature that you feel when you meditate, say, with your katana.
Mm-hmm.
This one there's definitely sort of a more anger to it, a kind of hate, a
lot of feelings that Yama has left behind.
very much so.
Mm.
But you're getting a lot of that sort of the anger that Commander Ledros had, the anger of unfinished business, of undeath. You're hearing sort of the angry souls of those who died to this blade, perhaps, as you sit and meditate with it.
I think he's thinking about penance for what he's done in the past, and maybe this is something that, while he had pushed it away and kind of said that he was done with that, it looks like it's come roundabout and come back to him, maybe in a haunting, but also you did this, you have to face it kind of way.
Yep.
So
And
he's
if you-
just thinking on that.
Yeah, and if you want to, and sit with it overnight, then we can mark it as attuned on the
Cool.
and it will open its secrets to you.
Amazing.
Cool.
I would say that Karu walks around the deck while this is happening. He just kind of like sizing up the rest of the crew, checking out the ship, climbing up and down things.
We'll give you. Yeah, I'll give you a tour later.
Grand tour.
Oh no, don't worry about it. You got captain things to do. I can make
Okay.
my way around.
No worries.
Yeah.
All right, Dan. Then I'll talk to this. I'll talk to Misfortune's person.
Yep.
I'll bring him into the captain's quarters.
Okay, cool. Let me. What's this guy's name? This guy's name is Rob McConaughey. And so yeah, he comes in, sort of sits down. Now, are you at the table? Like, are you staring wistfully off through a window? What are you doing?
Definitely sitting in my chair behind the desk, like the little captain's desk. I'll get him to sit down.
Yeah.
On the other side of it. To a certain degree, this is like a negotiation situation, right? You know what I mean? So I want to have every level of authority above.
Yeah. He looks at you and says, You went on Gangplank's ship and you went on the Dread Reaver and you came back with a barrel.
Yeah.
Do you work for him? As he
No.
looks very tense in his chair.
Yeah. No. Not really. That's why I wanted to talk to you.
Do you know what he's done? The people
Yes.
he's killed?
Yes.
And with a nod and a smile and a shake of the hand, you just helped him?
Well, are you still alive?
Yes. For now? But I don't know.
How am I helping him still?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm very confused. I don't know who I'm sitting across from right now, in that you're working with him, but you know I told you my story and I shouldn't have, because you could have betrayed me, but you didn't. I now don't know what to believe.
I believe we should always play every side. Now, he offered me to become one of the new pirate lords. That's not something I really want to do, because that comes with a lot of responsibility that I can't be buggered with. So, you're going to let me meet Misfortune, and we're going to tell her that Gangplank's still alive.
I'll be right back.
And then she can rally the pirate lords and we'll go out and hunt him.
No. You're going to set up a defense and not let him know anything about this.
He kind of looks off into the corner and is like, but he's survived an assassination once. He could strike at any time. We need to go.
He will attack Skullport. He said this to me. So what you need to do is get the defenses for Skullport perfectly. And then when he attacks, you'll be ready. Hunting him is putting it onto his level. There's no point in doing that. What you need to do instead is get everything ready.
Set the trap.
Set the trap for him.
Okay. Do you know who else he's recruiting? Like, does he already
Just
have
me.
agents in Skullport?
Just me, as far as I know. But you keep it subtle. You plan it out perfectly, because then I still stay alive. Because if he finds out that everyone knows, I'm dead.
Well, we know that Sarah can be trusted here, but what about the other pirate lords?
Look, it's not onto me. I'm not here for the politics. The whole reason why you're still alive is because I don't want to get into the politics yet.
Right. Okay.
All I'm asking is for you to not say anything and plan your defenses. so I can go have fun with my crew.
Right. Okay. I agree to these terms. You drop me in Skullport. I'll get you introduced to Misfortune. I will tell her that you saved my life and what intelligence I have gathered. However, at your recommendation, that we keep it quiet. But she keeps her own counsel. So I can't promise that she... I can't begin to promise of what her plan would be from here.
We're just getting food delivered to me. Thank you, sweetie. And look, I understand that too. You know what I mean? She's got to like the thing, but she will see that the plan is sound. There's no point in going after him when he has the upper hand.
Right. I see that. And he's been amassing crew members, though I think this Shadow Isles attack has probably set him back, but he won't be the only one. It sounds like other parts of the Moonshay, even Skullport itself wasn't safe. There's death leaking out from the Shadow Isles. A harrowing is coming, and I don't think it ends with that Commander Lederhosen or whatever.
Commander Thedros, yeah, and I agree. That isn't the only one, but Skullport was attacked. We know it was. We were there.
Some sort of ancient evil has been awakened recently, perhaps in the last couple of months. Something was maybe keeping it at bay, but these kind of ghost, sailors tell ghost stories, but more and more we're hearing stories of this thing, and then now evidence with our own eyes. They're not just stories anymore. Something is calling these things out.
Yeah. I think the best thing we can do now is, talk to Misfortune and then go from there. So you guys can plan even for this. But what I want to do is go and have fun with my crew.
All right.
Do you reckon you can help me out with that?
Yes. Well, if you can get me safe passage to Skullport, happy to do the introduction. Happy to relay your story.
All right.
And your ideas, or you can relay them yourself. But honestly, I want a warm meal, a warmer bed, and a cold drink. So the sooner we get back to civilization, the better. I've spent a fair bit of time entrenched in the Dread Reaver's crew. And look, their food was amazing. The gumbo was great. But the fleas, like so many fleas in the bedding over there, it's not fun.
This whole time they're talking, Paulie's had like one hand underneath the desk, and he raises that hand and he had the pistol in it, and he just stops aiming it at him, puts it up, and then puts his other hand out to just shake it and go, "Well, we have a deal." And then I put the pistol on the desk. Yeah,
he's like a little bit shocked by that. He sees like, oh shit, that whole time I had a pistol aimed at my nuts. But then, he shakes your hand and sort of gets up to leave and says, it sort of gives you a, Captain Paulie, and then steps out.
I recommend Splug's cooking. It's to die for. And then, I'll let the door close.
Cool. All right.
Back in 2 seconds.
So Paulie's given the orders to send the ship out to the east. Karu, you have a look as the sun's setting behind you. You're definitely moving further away from your home. Whether you mind that or not, I don't know. But your old crewmate is certainly agitated by this. And he sort of, if you're like on the bow, whatever, like looking out up above deck, he kind of sidles over to you and he says, they're not they're not taking us home. I thought we could trust these people. Where are they taking us? If we traded one captors for another?
Captive. We're just going where they're going.
But we need to get back to the council. We need to let them know. The Emperor's seals on the Shadow Isles have fallen. The death is running rampant. You will help me take over this ship. We must take it back to the Western Ocean.
Feeling that. I think these guys are pretty. I'm kind of curious to see where they're going. You're more than welcome to head back. I mean, if you can.
He looks at you sort of affronted and says, "No, you follow orders. I'm giving you an order. We are taking this ship."
Nah, I don't want to follow your orders. This is the first time in a while I haven't had to follow anyone's stupid orders. And you, mate, did not prove yourself particularly good. So why would I follow you?
He says, "'Cause I am ordering you." And then he kind of gets a look on his face. Give me an insight check, actually.
Oh, yeah. Good for me.
That's a good one.
Sorry, I didn't have the thing up. What was it?
16.
16. He has a look in his face that's definitely like he's remembered something. And then his face grows stern and says, "Fine, if you won't work with me, you will work for me."
Oh yeah? And how are you going to do that? And I feel like Karu kind of stands up. He's probably been sitting on like the, I don't know, ships, on the railing.
Yeah.
And he probably gets up at that point. Because I imagine he's taller than this guy.
Oh,
and he's definitely freakier looking. So
Yeah. He says, "Last chance, Ahuizot. Follow the order or be made to follow it."
Ooh.
can I push him over?
Sure. Give me a strength or acrobatics for a shove.
I'll take the acrobatics. Yeah, I'll take the acrobatics.
Dex character.
17.
Nice.
I like to think that what it is he like one of the tentacles just like tries to like cuff the guy at his thighs so that he kind of goes whoop, over the edge.
He gets as far as the depth and you push him over the edge.
Nice.
And there's a splash. For anyone who's above deck, maybe hears it. I don't know if they're...
At the sound of the splash, Sorn comes running out. He's like, "Who the fuck fell? What happened?"
It's no one. Don't worry about it.
He looks around. Where's that? Oh, no, it doesn't matter. I don't care about that guy. Just goes back inside.
Yep. Cool. And Karu's just leaning against the railing. Like, no, nothing. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Super dope.
And I think that's maybe... We'll end there unless there's other little moments as we sail off into the sunset.
Just Yama giving Karu a fist bump. And just leave it behind.
And maybe...
Yeah, you guys seem way better.
Yeah, we're a great crew. We're a great time. Except for that Paulie guy. He's all right. He's all right. He can be annoying.
What is it with you two?
I don't
You
know.
two secretly love each other because you guys give each other so much shit.
Yeah, he's too bright for me.
But like he can be bright and distracting while you
Also
can
quite
be
dull.
sullen
If you know what I mean.
I'm gonna yell out the door from the captain's quarters. He has the hots for me.
I knew it.
The captain's door just like slams closed from a fucking mage hand. You shut up in there. I'm going to bed. I've had enough. Someone's just gonna walk into his room and like close the door and go to sleep.
Yeah, and Sorn looks like shit too. I imagine.
Yeah.
apart from his immaculate vest, everything
Yep.
else about him looks scruffy as fuck.
Well, he's got 12 hit points.
He's feeling all right. Yeah.
But he was on death's door.
Yeah,
longer.
he's going to sleep for 12 hours. Well, he can't sleep. He's going to go sit quietly for 12 hours instead and have an extra long rest.
In his shoebox. Yeah.
Well, he doesn't need to lie down to sleep.
It's a saving on space. Honestly,
Yeah.
it's yeah.
Definitely hitting long rest.
Cool. Yes, you're all sail. You've solved my haunted island puzzle, and you've sail off into the not into the sunset, but the sunset behind you as you head back east towards the city of Skullport. And I think that's a pretty nice spot to end it for this week.
Love it.
Cool.
That was awesome.
That was fun.
I liked how it took me an hour and 20 minutes to get my forge working, but I fixed it. It worked.
Right at the end.
No. It was working like pretty much as the big bad died. I think it finally loaded all of the assets and then it just kicked on.
Yeah. Cool. Well, that was fun. Got to meet
That
some
was
new
so fun.
characters. We said goodbye to some new characters. No one
Yeah,
yelled
fuck
man
the guy.
overboard, which was obviously a missed opportunity, but that's fine. I'm sure there'll be future times for people to yell man overboard and other nautical terms.
Was he really a man?
Yeah,
Spineless.
exactly.
More like, some sort of amoeba.
Yeah.
Single-celled organism.
That's right, definitely spineless.
It was a slug.
That's really cool. All right. Any other final things you want to talk about or say about your characters? Or
I just
before I
love
hit
that Yama got
Instagram?
the final hit on the crit, but had no
Oh,
idea
yeah.
what the storyline was. So
Yeah.
You all did very well.
Except for Sorn.
Well,
He had a
yeah.
good nap.
Good
But
nap.
whoever predicted that two of you would go unconscious, I think it was only one of you, but no one picked opposite you, I think. So, oh no, wait, so one person said save standing, but no one.
I did.
No one bet against you. So
I also hit stay standing, so,
I think you just
I
get your
had
points back.
good faith.
Unfortunately,
Mm.
that's fine.
Yeah.
All good. All right. Well, I'm going to end stream there, and we will continue talking on Discord, and then sort out what we're going to do for next week.
Cool.
Sounds good. Bye.
Peace.